Hi-ho, folks, and welcome back to the adventures of Turwinkle, the Gnome Mage. Well, hi, Turwinkle.
Hello.
Are you all set for tonight?
Indubitably.
Well, great, because tonight we are going to go talk to the wonderful Silvermoon Registry, a great Horde-side guild with a very unique RP concept. And so let us go and find the Silvermoon Registry and find out what that RP concept is. Alrighty, folks, as you can see, Turwinkle has put his fluffy disguise on, and he has made it all the way out to the ruins of Silvermoon. And so we are looking for the Silvermoon Registry. Oh, and here they are, the Silvermoon Registry. Oh boy, okay, it looks like a pretty good sized group here. And we've got a wonderful kitty up front here. And right in the middle of this fine group of folks here is Amarise. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I am really well. And Amarise is the head of the Silvermoon Registry. She's a level 90 Blood Elf mage. So, ma'am, I see you have brought a wonderful group of folks with you tonight here.
I have. Thank you so much for having us. This is our family and friends.
Well, wonderful. And so let us go ahead and meet who you've brought with you tonight.
Of course, thank you so much. In front, we have Arosadir Runerath, who is co-head of the Silvermoon Registry, along with our curator, Moriani. And then over to my right, we have Miss Riedra Dust Dancer, followed by Lacey, as we like to call her, Void Crow. And then we have Miss Anna Solasong.
Okay.
And we have the lovely Sienna May, otherwise known as Cricket, sister of myself. And by the way, you can call me Reese if you like.
All right. And why do you call her Cricket?
Well, she likes to jump around a lot, and she's a sneaky little thing who sings when no one's listening.
Okay. Awesome.
And then we have on the other side, Rook Tangram Dracone, who is my wonderful beloved brother. And we have next to him the lovely Professor Erie, as we like to call her, and when the time comes I'll let her say her full name.
All right.
And then next to her we have the very handsome Voltos Bloodmorn, our head registrar.
All right. And then we have some friends to the guild behind you, is that correct?
We do. We have Mr. Bronvis Steel Dawn. He is actually the head of the Ravenwood Coalition, and he's also the head of our security.
Oh, okay.
And then next to him we have beloved Orcus, son of Orcus, friend of the registry and longtime friend of Reese and all of us.
Okay, Orcus, son of Orcus, is his dad's name Orcus? I imagine his father's name Orcus?
Exactly.
Okay, a long line of Orcuses. Nice. All right, well, a wonderful, wonderful group here, and they all look like they're just dressed to the nines, and I am excited to learn about the reason why we're here, and again, that is we're going to find out all about the Silvermoon Registry tonight. And so, folks, with that, we will be right back as we start to learn all about the Silvermoon Registry. All right, folks, and we are back. And so, Reese, how did you come up with the name the Silvermoon Registry?
Well, it's a little bit of an odd story in a way. Reese was wandering around Silvermoon one day, not really having anything special to do, and no RP was happening. And I came through the Walk of Elders, and I stepped up on the steps of a building, and I looked above me, and there was the sign, the Silvermoon Registry. And all of a sudden I thought to myself, I think I can use this. And I went into the building, and it came to me that there were elders in this building, and they needed a vacation because they had been there a very long time. And Reese is quite the entrepreneur, so she decided to let them go on vacation and she would take over the Silvermoon Registry, and it suddenly became hers.
Okay, that's a wonderful story. Now, what type of guild is the Silvermoon Registry? Are you guys a heavy roleplay guild, PvP guild? Do you do rated battlegrounds, PvE? What kind of guild is it?
Well, we're a little bit hard to classify. We're definitely an RP guild. We're just starting to get into a little bit of the instancing and things like that. But basically, we're centered around RP and the stories that we can create with our characters and the guild itself.
Well, wonderful. So, how long has the guild been a guild?
We have been a guild probably a little over a year and a half now, officially, as all of us are some old timers and some new timers, but the guild itself has been around. I think we're going on 2 years actually now.
Oh, wonderful. Now, how many folks are in the guild?
I think we've currently got around 55, so we are growing.
Well, excellent. And so, folks, when we come back, we will find out what it takes to add to that number and find out what the requirements are for getting in to the Silvermoon Registry. So, we'll be right back with that. Alrighty, folks. Now, Reese, I have seen this episode and I love everything that I've seen about this guild. And I have a character that doesn't have a guild and I want to get into your guild. And so we're going to kind of cover the requirements to getting into the Silvermoon Registry. And so, first and foremost, again, we talked a little bit about how you came up with the name for the guild, and that kind of gave us an indication that it is a shop. Now, what kind of things does what's the history to the guild? What is it?
Well, we really are more than what we see on the face of the registry. Just as you know, we have the building, the Silvermoon Registry, and we RP out of there. And we're basically a three-tier guild, if you will. We have what you see on the face value, which is public service, public records, where we house the records of the Horde, be it a house that's been registered with us, it may be a birth that's been registered, a death that's been registered, a property purchase, a lot of legal paperwork, and people like to call us paper pushers, but we're much more than that. We do have a three-tier guild, as I mentioned, the face of it, and then we have a more secretive side, and that would be the Dracone holding side, which Rook, my beloved brother, Reese's beloved brother, and Erosidir, beloved of Reese, kind of run together as well. And I'll let those people speak to that if you don't mind. And Rook, if you'd like to talk about Dracone Holdings, maybe?
Sure, I will try to get this through. The Dracone Holdings is, in essence, a play off of sort of a trading and a defense company of privateers and sort of pirates and mercenaries and traders and of all kinds that have kind of melded together into one holdings company. And giving the reins of the registry most of all to his sister, Rook kind of took up the mantle of being sort of the self-voted leader of this particular company. And as they're kind of funded through these other characters they meet in this world, they go out and tend to do a lot of the trading, a lot of the privateering, and sort of establishing, a bit of exploration on the outside, and bringing these particular things and businesses that they find, kind of channeling it back into the registry on the inside. So they play a little bit of the role of a private, a company of self-defense and shipping and merchants, and sort of just rim on the outer circle of what happens here on the Alliance and the Horde side. So that's where their place is, and between Reese and himself, they have kind of two halves of a coin in terms of how things work out.
Wonderful. Well, excellent. And so let us talk a little bit about, again, the requirements getting into the guild. And so, Reese, first and foremost, is there an age restriction getting into the Silvermoon Registry?
No, actually, we don't have an age restriction. We like to think of ourselves as a family and friendly. We do welcome players of all ages, and we're very careful about how we operate as a guild and out of respect for our younger players, should there be any with us.
Oh, well, excellent. Now, do I have to know how to role play to get into the Silvermoon Registry?
No, not at all. In fact, there's several people that belong to our family that are wonderful role players. They've been doing it for many, many years, and they've always stepped up and helped new role players learn the lingo and how to do role play. And just kind of, we welcome everybody that would like to come along and join and learn all about us and how to role play.
Well, that's excellent. I always love to hear about guilds that are out there helping, especially the new role players, come into the community because I always feel it's easier to learn how to role play within a guild setting. You're not as nervous learning as if you were by yourself walking up to random folks. So that is great to hear. Is there a certain level requirement that I have to be to get into the guild?
No, we really don't have restrictions on that either. We welcome all people, all levels. It doesn't matter because we know that you're going to grow and that's going to grow us in turn. So of course we would welcome any level.
Oh, excellent. And can I have an alt once I've joined the guild?
You can, the more the merrier. In fact, we have several alts and we welcome them as well.
Great. Now, is there an in character or out of character interview to get into the guild?
Sometimes there is. We're not always consistent because there are people who just basically we've role played before or we're friends with already. We know their style, we know how they RP, we know what their likes and dislikes are, and we know that we work well together. So we bring them on in without any kind of interview, and they're more than welcome to do it that way. When there is someone new, we do like to discuss the guild a little bit and about what we do and what we expect from the guild and what they expect out of us. That's really important that we know what they would like to get out of it as well. So we do talk a little bit about that before a member joins us.
Oh, excellent. And so, I guess if I wasn't a friend of the guild, who do I talk to as someone that's just brand new? Who do I talk to about getting into the guild?
You basically can talk to any of us. Anybody who has the registry tag in their name, or even like Bromvis, who can recommend, who to talk to, or Orcus, who's been a longtime friend. Just say, go see one of the registry people. All of us are more than able to invite and bring people into our guild. And if they can't at that time, they know someone usually who can.
Oh, great. And is there a race restriction getting into the guild?
Not at all. As you can see, we've got a lovely Orcus curator who's our head and our friend Orcus back in the back. And we do happen to have some other friends who couldn't be with us tonight who are other races as well. So we welcome all people.
Okay, so gnomes are allowed in the guild, ma'am? Is that?
Oh, gnomes are preferred, but shh, don't tell.
Oh, excellent. Turwinkle's happy to hear that. And wonderful. Now, is there any class restrictions?
Not at all. Again, we think anything that you enjoy playing and that you would like to bring as a main or an alt is more than welcome. It doesn't matter to us. We're very open and we enjoy everybody.
Great. Now, is there a website that I can go and look to find all these recommendations and stuff to getting into the guild? Is there a website I can go to?
Well, we're a little bit different. We don't have a website. We actually have a Tumblr, and that is the Silvermoon Registry Tumblr. And it's official, and it has its own page for all of the paperwork that we house. Like I mentioned, the births and the marriages and the deaths and the house registrations and things. So we do everything on Tumblr, actually.
Oh, wonderful. And so you can find all these classifications about the guild and what you expect as far as the guild is concerned on that Tumblr page?
Well, it's actually more of an in-character type Tumblr, if you will. When something comes to the registry that needs to be filed, you'll find information there. We're a little bit different in our guild in that we really do provide a public service. We have other guilds and other houses that are in the game who I see they bring us their information and we house it for them. So we're kind of like giving back to our community where the information isn't necessarily about us. We do our own information word of mouth, but our Tumblr is for the whole community and all of the different guilds and houses out there. So we're a little bit different in that aspect.
Well, excellent. Alrighty, folks. Well, when we come back, Turwinkle has made it into the guild, and we'll find out what those guild rules are now that I'm in the guild, and where he's placed as far as ranks is concerned, and how to get promoted within those ranks. So we'll be right back with that. Alrighty, folks, and we are back. And so, Reese, Turwinkle has passed the interview process. He is now happily a member of the Silvermoon Registry. And so now that he's part of the guild, what type of... Oh, wait a minute. We did forget something, didn't we? That there is a third part of the guild, isn't there?
There is, and that kind of ties into Turwinkle being in the guild. And what part or function he might look forward to fulfilling, I believe you were going to mention perhaps. But the third leg, and even a fourth that I sadly forgot to mention, and that was wrong of me, we have charities that we partake in as a guild. We often give to the community, and our third leg of the guild is what we call our farm, or the Hardy Farms. And Miss Sienna May, aka Cricket, pretty much helps and runs the farms along with Reese's daughter and stuff. And that's basically where we take people who don't have a home and offer that to them. We raise crops, and that's where we bring in our skills for our characters who want to sell their craft goods and things like that. And most often we donate those to things, other groups along in the city. And if there's people who need excuse me, to hide out for a little while, maybe to heal, they go to the farms as well. And our fourth leg that I neglected, forgive me, was our library, our tie to the actual Silvermoon Library itself, and that's run by Miss Erie, and I'm sure that she will talk to that point when later on in the interview.
Well, excellent. That perfect points to make, and very interesting. I can't wait to find out a little bit more about those. So now that I'm in the guild, what are the guild rules being part of the Silvermoon Registry?
Well, our whole premise is that we're here as a safety haven for all of our role players and all of our guild members. We want to create an atmosphere that is safe to join and have fun in and create a storytelling experience in, or RP in, or just be a guild member in. So the rules that we have are basically that you have fun first and foremost, and then you respect your other guildies and other players in the game. We believe that you honor and respect other people, and you pass that along through your RP or just your plain WoW experience.
Well, that's perfect. Yeah, a lot of guilds have that same set of rules, and I think it's important that everybody treat everyone else with respect as much as they would like to be respected. So that is great. Now, as far as ranks are concerned, as a brand new player, where am I placed as far as ranks is concerned?
Well, you actually come into the registry at the rank known as visitor. That way, so you get your feet wet a little bit and you decide, is this a place you want to be? Is this a family you want to be a part of? And what position, if so, you would like to work your way into?
Alrighty, and what are those positions?
Well, we have various positions based on the legs that we discussed, the legs of the registry. You could be a registrar, you could be under our head librarian, which is Miss Anna, perhaps, or you could be one of our secret operatives under Dracone Holdings. You might work under our curator Maury, who does secret work in our off-site facility. You might talk to Bronvis and become a security member, or you just might be a friend and stay pretty much neutral, if you will.
All right. And so, under each one of those leaders, do they all promote differently?
They really don't. We promote based on what you give back to the guild, meaning, are you willing to help? Are you someone who gives back to the guild with your time, your storylines perhaps, or you're just kind? If you're kind to your guild members, you show some loyalty by staying around a little bit, and that's what we've got. We've got amazing members who give back constantly. Even people like Orcus and Bromvis and the other friends who couldn't be here this evening are constantly giving of their time to us. So that's how I rank up and how we rank up. It's based on just basically what you do as far as paying it forward.
Well, that is awesome. And so, folks, when we come back, we're going to find out about some of those events that these guys do. And so we'll be right back with that. All right, folks, and we are back. And so, Reese, what kind of events does the Silvermoon Registry do?
Well, I would love to turn this over to Erie and let her tell you about some of the events that we've had and perhaps something that she has in the works coming up.
All right, excellent. So, Iridora, I guess the question goes to you, ma'am.
Hi, I'm Iridoria Dyrian. I go by Iria. Basically, with the registry, the past couple events that we've had, the one big event that we had over 250 people at on the server was the Gurabashi Bowl. Gurabashi Bowl is a PvP event that is also an RP event, so we get competitors. They actually do actual PvP with each other. What happens is we get them all alienated into classes, and there's 4 competitors per class, and we have rounds to, pretty much knock down a champion per class. And what happens is once all those class champions have been chosen, yeah, Braun was like, he is awesome in that thing. They go to Gurabashi, and 11 of these champions go at it, Battle Royale, in Gurabashi Bowl. And it was amazing. We had a great turnout this last time.
Oh, awesome. I love community events because what it does is it just incorporates not only your guild, but the community as well. And I think what that does is make a community just that much stronger. And so I love having the opportunity to not only, again, role play with just your own guild, but it opens up all that role play and story arcs with those other guilds as well. So wonderful. So what else do you guys do?
Well, on that note, I would like to turn it over to Arosa dear, and he can tell you some of the stories and the events we've got going in his section.
Oh, excellent. So you have the floor. Get Arrow.
Just call me Eros. It's quite okay. So within the registry, obviously there's a lot of legality papers for marriages and birth and such, but we also do Legis work. And Legis of Silvermoon are your detectives, your CSI agents, if you will. We look after wanted posters, disputes between houses, murders, attacks, all of those sort of things. Quote unquote, the police department, if you will, mostly lawyer type events and such, which is mostly community based. Most of the other guilds in Worm Rest Accord come to us with their storylines, and we assist them completing those storylines, finding the bad guys, or doing the legal paperwork for them to continue on with their own storylines. The other part of what we do there is the Dracone, which is under Rook. My particular character assists in retrieving what are technical goods for the Dracone holdings. Some of those storylines are also brought into us by other people outside of the guild, where we do DM events with them to obtain relics or misplaced objects. And boats and all those kind of things travel. So that particular part of it is very much more community oriented. And most of our events in that aspect are start at the registry and branch out from there.
Well, excellent. So, Reese, do you folks have any like guild meetings, that sort of thing?
We really don't. From time to time, we get together. Most of our stuff is done over the comms. We have channels. We meet. We tend to hang out at the registry, if you will, even after hours. So we get a lot of our guild meetings done that way and just chatting and having fun. We're a little bit laid back, more so than I guess than other guilds in that aspect.
All right, well, excellent. And so, folks, when we come back, we're going to talk about what the Silvermoon Registry is up to currently. And so we'll be right back with that. All right, folks, and we are back. And so, Reese, what is the guild up to currently in its storylines? What have you guys been up to currently?
Well, as always, we have ongoing storylines where our Dracone Holdings does look for relics that have been reported as dangerous to citizens. So we have several stories where we go out and we hunt these relics. We bring them back to our off-site where our curator will classify them and try to decontaminate them, if you will. We just finished a storyline with another player who was on the hunt for 7 crystals, and that may continue. We're not really sure right now since that character is in prison. And Erosadir blew up the registry by opening in a portal underground, so we're currently under repair right now.
Well, okay, so someone blew up the registry?
Oh, that was just this time around. We tend to get blown up several times, maybe several times a week. We've repaired more stairs and tables than I care to. Yeah.
So is that people trying to hide the records or steal the records and cover up their tracks, or?
That too, basically, we we deal in a secret way. The registry is kind of based off the show Warehouse 13, if you're familiar with that. So
Oh,
we have
yes.
people who come in. Right, that's our secret side. We house these secret documents and relics. So people do try to come and get these relics from us if they can, whether it's a tome or a crystal. And this happened to be a crystal that the gentleman was trying to recover, and it was one of 7. So we got stuck in a secret passage that led to caves under the registry where we all went as a group hunting for this crystal to add, or one of the 7 to add to his collection. And to get out of there, Erosadir opened a portal which blew up the main room floor of the registry, and the table fell down into the cave, as well as some books and paperwork, and Mori was quite displeased.
All right. All right. Well, it sounds like a lot of fun. It's certainly some interesting storylines there. And so, folks, when we come back, we're going to get to probably my favorite part of the interview, where we're going to talk to the individuals here about what they enjoy about being in the guild, the Silvermoon Registry. So we'll be right back with that. All right, folks. Well, we are at, again, probably my favorite part of the interview, and that is where we talk to individuals about their prospective guild that they're in. And again, I like to talk to those folks because they could be in any guild. There's hundreds of guilds that they could be a part of, but they've chosen this particular guild to be a part of. And so we have up first Erosadir, a Corsair of the Silvermoon Registry, is a level 90 Blood Elf mage. And so, ma'am, what do you enjoy about being in the Silvermoon Registry?
Well, first and foremost, it's a guild that respects and cares about the player over the pixels, which is very important. And they enjoy reaching out to the community and allowing anybody to bring their stories to them. They do not exclude people if they can avoid it within an RP. And it's a safe place to RP. And it's always fun, always enjoyable.
Alrighty, well, thank you very much. That's an excellent answer. Thank you, ma'am. All right, folks, up next is Bronvis. He's the commander of the Ravenwood Coalition. He's a level 90 Blood Elf hunter. And so, sir, you are in close association with the Silvermoon Registry, are you not?
That is correct. I am the head of security for the Silvermoon Registry.
All right. And so, what do you enjoy about role playing with this guild?
Well, first of all, they're always available. Every time I go by the building, there's one or two of them sitting outside, and just they always accept walk-ups, and they're great people to RP with. Um, they they keep up on their Tumblr. They've got treats for everyone, iCeely, all the time. So you can go in there and have a brownie whenever you want, and just a good group of people.
Well, excellent. Yeah, you know, again, it's important that you not only role play within your own guild, but you go out there and role play in the community. And I think it's great when guilds are so close together that they're almost, in essence, one guild. And so that is great to hear. So thank you very much, sir. Excellent answer.
Thank you.
All right, folks, up next is Riedra, visitor of the Silvermoon Registry, is a level 90 Blood Elf Priest. Hello.
Hello.
And so, Riedra, what do you enjoy about being in the Silvermoon Registry?
I enjoy how many of them are very open and friendly at any given time. You can talk iCeely or OOCeely, and everybody is inviting, and I felt like I was not that important, but they've made me feel very differently on that.
Well, that's always important, isn't it? To be in a guild where, again, you don't feel like you're just a nameless number out there, but you're actually an important member in that community, isn't it?
I think in community and camaraderie, teamwork is very important in a guild. We're all people, and we want to enjoy what we're doing with other people rather than being alone.
Certainly, yeah. Why be in a guild if, again, you don't feel like you're part of it? So, excellent answer. Thank you very much. All right, folks, up next is Iridoria. She's a librarian of the Silvermoon Registry. She's a level 90 Blood Elf Mage. And so, ma'am, what do you enjoy about being in the Silvermoon Registry?
Well, to begin with, my some of my RP roots here when I transferred from Moonguard to Wormrust Accord actually started with some of the registry members. So my RP with them actually is kind of an emotional attachment, but one of the things that has happened since Erie's been there is she's had this amazing character development because of the relationship she has with Reese and Brooke and some of the other members of the Silvermoon Registry, and Erosidir actually played a part in her story recently as well. And so not only have I been able to grow RP-wise, but my character has grown, and I have such an attachment to these people that I really have a home here, and I'm happy where I'm at. I've had more roleplay here than I've had any other time roleplaying, and so honestly, if we could promote the registry more, then hopefully the events that we have going on will do that. And I love these guys to pieces. They are my WoW life.
Well, that is an excellent answer, ma'am. Thank you very much. All right, folks, up next is Moriani, curator of the Silvermoon Registry, is a level 90 Orc Monk. And so, how long did it take you to become the curator of the guild?
Well, just enough dedication and time put into the character and being involved, and later on, a couple months later, Lady Reese had asked, to give her a chance to being a curator for what amounts to being the second facility that was being talked about.
Okay, and how much do you get paid to do that?
Well, not entirely certain. I mean, we just kind of just go along with it all. And it's more of paperwork and time. The Orcus just doesn't exactly pay attention.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, what do you enjoy about being in the Silvermoon Registry?
like I said, I enjoyed the close knit feeling and feeling very useful. Like, Reese comes to Mori at times and really gets her involved in situations or little ideas, and that's what I have come to really love about this guild. I can feel like I'm part of something, and just because of the interaction where I'm literally the only orc in within the guild to my knowledge, I get to really change the ideals and viewpoints that people have on kind of the racism on the other races, where I can bring a little bit of something different in the knowledge on others.
Well, that is an excellent, excellent answer. Thank you very much, sir. All right, folks, up next is Tangram, or Rook, as he's like to be known. He's a Corsair of the Silvermoon Registry. He's a level 90 Blood Elf monk. And so, sir, what do you enjoy about being in the Silvermoon Registry?
Well, I think I would echo everybody else in saying that, the sense of family and community goes not only with our characters, but in tune with ourselves. But the thing that got me really back into this is the fact that I think all of us obviously have a real passion for creating something and making it our own and then sharing it with other people. And I think that's the entire reason why, roleplay is what it is. And the truth is I was quite lucky enough to, bump into like minds and like people, and they quickly became from acquaintances to friends and more. And so I think I'd have to say that just the ability to take this great thing and kind of make it your own and contribute and see it all kind of pay itself forward in a big way. And I get to do that every single day, and I love to pass it on to others too.
Well, that is an excellent, excellent answer, sir. Thank you very much. Up next, folks, is Anna Dorai. As a librarian of the Silvermoon Registry, as a level 90 Blood Elf priest. And ma'am, you are probably one of the smallest Blood Elves I've seen. Is that part of your storyline?
It's just her size.
Okay, and why is she so small?
She was born that way.
Okay, so no storyline behind it, you're just small.
Yes.
Okay. And I see you have a cat here, and who is this?
The cat is Callie. She was given to me by a friend when Anna had been attacked. The cat gave her courage.
Oh, wonderful. And so, Anna, what do you enjoy about being in the Silvermoon Registry?
The thing I love most is that I get to work on my storylines and I get to intertwine them with the guild, and I have other people to play with. The guild has its own storylines that I can weave into my characters, so I always have something to do. And the best part is, even if something should happen in life that takes me away from the game, they're very understanding and we all work it out, and I can come right back in as soon as life allows me to and get right back into whatever I was doing.
All right. Well, excellent, excellent answer, ma'am. Thank you very much. Alrighty, folks. Well, we've got her up here. That's right, the guild leader herself, Amaris, or Reese, head of the Silvermoon Registry. Again, a level 90 Blood Elf mage. And so, ma'am, what do you enjoy about leading the Silvermoon Registry?
I have never been so blessed as I am now as this guild leader with the people that lead the guild with me. They're amazing. They're creative, beautiful, talented people. They're always here for me. They're here to make me smile and lift me up when I'm having a down day. Their creative minds are always at work, bringing smiles and storylines and weaving magic, not only for their own tunes, but for tunes that are involved in the registry and those not in the registry. They constantly give back to the community and other role players without hesitation. They give of themselves 100 million% all of the time. I couldn't be here without them. I've never had a guild that's so immersed into giving back and giving to each other. They're just beyond amazing.
Well, that is an excellent answer, ma'am. And again, I've said this pretty much in every episode, but I think that it still remains true, no matter how many times I say it, that a guild is only as strong as its leader, because you have to have a captain steering the ship. And so I think I speak for everyone here, say that you are doing an excellent job. Everyone that I've talked to have had nothing but good things to say about your leadership and with how well you run the guild. So kudos to you, ma'am. And so, folks, when we come back, we're going to find out if we missed anything about the Silvermoon Registry. So we'll be right back with that. Alrighty, folks, and we are back. And we are at the part of the interview where we find out if we've missed anything. And so, Reese, did we miss anything during the interview?
Well, I just wanted to mention that Orcus, our beloved Orcus, son of Orcus, is running for war chief, and Reese's ambition in life is going to be his war chiefess. So if you're interested in helping create history in WoW, we definitely would welcome you. But no, we didn't miss anything. Just anybody who has an interest in coming and playing with us and RPing with us and bringing your storyline, we would love, love, love to have you and welcome you.
Well, excellent. And so, folks, when we come back, we are going to say our goodbyes and thank yous again to the Silvermoon Registry. So we'll be right back with that. All right, folks. Well, it has been a wonderful evening with the Silvermoon Registry. And let me just thank each and every one of you for taking the time and patience to answer all of Turwinkle's pestering questions. It has been a lot of fun here tonight, Reese.
Thank you so, so much for having us. It has been an honor and a pleasure.
You bet. And so with that, folks, Turwinkle is going to hurth back to the Light Hopes Chapel and give his final thoughts on this great guild called the Silvermoon Registry. All right. All right. All right, so alrighty, folks. Well, we made it safe and sound back to Light Hope's Chapel. Well, Turwinkle, that was a lot of fun, wasn't it?
Affirmative.
You bet. So let's give the Silvermoon Registry a wonderful thank you, sir.
Allow me to express my deepest thanks.
Yes, we really had a great time. And so, folks, if you liked this episode, click that like button. If you would like to comment on this episode or on any of our previous episodes, please do so below. Let us know what you liked and let us know what you didn't. And finally, if you would like to subscribe, well, we would love to have you. So just hit that subscription button today. Well, Turwinkle, excellent job as always, sir. And Turwinkle, we will see you next time.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Turwinkle. Bye-bye.